Came on a little early before 7. I'm super excited about tonight's topic. Welcome, welcome. Starting a little early. Early is good, yeah. Better than most days when I'm running behind. Tonight, I want to talk a little bit about the cost of relocating to Ghana. Yes, Ghana, West Africa. As you know, the borders are scheduled to open soon in Ghana. So that's a good thing. I'm so happy. Yes, please. It's for me. I want to return as quick as I can. It's a beautiful place and I love to go to it. And I know people they say, "Oh, Ghana's not the only place." But you know what? Ghana is a very good place to go, and I've traveled there over since 2010. So yes, I'm just gonna wait, and I welcome everybody if you're watching on the Facebook and Instagram and all of that stuff, and the for the podcast people too on what is Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So yeah, because I'll push it out in all of those different platforms. So in about a minute, it's 7 o'clock. So in all fairness, so the cost. What does it cost to relocate? Okay, like I always say, that's an individual thing. People will say you need X amount of dollars, but it really depends on you and what your taste, what your needs are, and so forth. And it also depends, and I'm really just talking about Ghana because that's what I'm focusing on tonight. I think I thank Yah Almighty for blessing me to travel to over 14 countries in Africa now, and all of them have a different um, flavor and culture that's just wonderful. I love it. And to tell you the truth, for me personally, I could relocate to any of the countries that I've traveled to because I see a lot of opportunity, a lot of growth. Since the first time that I set foot on the continent, I see tremendous growth. And I just know that I want to share the information so that you will know too. So, one thing that I always say is that it truly depends on your needs. I could shoot out a certain amount, but I tend to be a local person. I enjoy being with the people, culture. I enjoy going in and being local. I don't need to um, be in the bustling metropolis of Accra because Accra is very expensive. So I can tell you right now, if you have dreams and need to be with the finest restaurants and the best nightlife and the best cafes and all of that good stuff, then you're going to need considerably more savings than you would if you cared for more of a local. And I'll explain that more. I tend to like places that are out of the busyness of Accra. I enjoy Accra also, but I really enjoy the good thing about Ghana is it's so big. It's such a big place with lots of space. So northern region, central region, I mean, it's big. So you have lots of area to move to, but you just kind of have to find what you like. So I know for myself and my husband, we tend to like we like the coastal region like Cape Coast and Elmina. We like there because it's kind of a, you know, I won't say beach town, but it has a different vibe to it, and it has a nice coastline, and we like we like there. But we also like Aburi Mountain, and there's a lot of um, African Americans and Afro Caribbean that have made Aburi their home. Okay, and so it just depends. And Aburi Mountain is not that far from Accra. It's about maybe 30, 40 minutes from Accra. I can't quite remember the exact time, but it's not that far. But it just depends on what your needs are, what you want. So I could shoot out numbers, which I am going to say what some costs are, but it's going to be based on more so tied to your standard of living. Say I live in the U.S. and so I'll base it on U.S. maybe middle class standard. I guess that's how you could put, and then go from there. But there are many places outside of Accra where you could locate very comfortably, and like Pram Pram, that's another one. I forgot to mention Pram Pram. But if you haven't visited the continent, I would say that for me, that would be the first step. Now, am I saying that you can't relocate without without visiting? No, I'm not saying that. Maybe you wish to do that, but what I really think is that you need to visit first, and like for instance, I received my 5-year visa for Ghana last year. But what I like to do is I like to visit Ghana towards the end of my African travels because I'm doing a lot of business there, and I'm buying a lot of things and, handling that while I'm there. But I'm not going to digress too much because I'll talk, and I won't satisfy what my title says. My title says the cost of relocating. So back to what I was telling you, it depends on what your wants, your lifestyle is. So, say if you have, you're living maybe a middle class lifestyle in the US, I would say it would be safe to locate anywhere with 30 to 50K. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you want to live that middle class lifestyle, like I was talking about earlier, where you want to go to all of the fine restaurants, the nightlife that's in Accra, you wish to live in Accra, then you will need to come with that type of resource. Now, are there places that are less, and that yes, in Accra, yes. If, like I always say, if you go local and you go like that, yes. And in my next live stream next week, I will talk about that, renting versus building, and that type of thing. Right now, my journey is that I go back and forth a couple of times during the year. As a matter of fact, I went in January and I did like a tour, and I was there for about 2 weeks or so, short time. But and I was intending to go back in June, but as you know, because of the pandemic, that threw the monkey wrench in the plans. So we weren't able to return. But when the borders open up, we plan on heading back as soon as we can. And right now, I will give you this tip: start to look at the ticket prices, because the ticket prices are looking very nice. and you want to go ahead and try to, because usually the high season starts, I think, like October to February, booking your ticket for Ghana. That's when you pay anywhere from $800 to $1,500 on the tickets. But if you look now, because it's still kind of like a pandemic, then you may be able to get good cost. Now, I don't know if you're afraid to travel, then I don't know. Um, I don't know what to say. But the thing is, if you're not, you should be booking maybe for December, latter part of the year. Um, yeah, because that's what I'm gonna look to do. And if you have like questions that are more, you can always send me a DM to Instagram or to Facebook, and I'll respond to you. And if I know it, I'll tell you. But yes, if you have to have certain things, you like things to a certain standard. If you don't want to do local, which that's your preference. I don't really have an opinion about people's preference. I just know what my perspective as a Black American woman, African American woman traveling to all of those countries. My husband and I love being with the people, being within the community, at least trying to learn a phrase or two. I mean, and because once you go, it's like, oh, such joy, it's the place where I always say this: when I go, you just blend right in, but when you open your mouth, that's when they know, oh, American. And when we travel, when Obama was in office, oh, I'm sorry, that's my dog. When we travel, when Obama was in office, they would say, oh, Obama, every time we open our mouth was, oh, Obama. So it was just that type of thing. But yeah, it's a great feeling. And if you haven't had the opportunity to travel yet, I would I would encourage you to do so as soon as possible. And it is not it's not America, but when you go especially if you're going to relocate, you go with, or I'm going with, the vision to build and create. But I've gone many times. So the seed has already been planted in me that, wow, this is where I belong. And I believe in traveling back and forth. I'm used to traveling back and forth. That's our thing. Travel for a little bit, then we come back, and so forth. So that could be for you as well. If that's what you desire, that could be for you as well. But I really highly recommend that you get the visa, uh, definitely your passport and your visa, because our country, when it shut down, it was some funny business of them not producing passports and shutting that down. So I talk about that in my podcast. Do you have your passport and that type of thing? African Travel and More on Spotify. But you just have to stay up on these type of things. But that's a different topic. But back to what I was saying, it really has a lot to do with what your lifestyle is, what you're used to. If you know that you feel good only going to the cafes, and they have some wonderful restaurants and museums and places and spaces that are awesome, and that when you go, you're like, wow, because Accra is busy. It's a busy place. It's not, and a lot of people like to live there because that's where all the business takes place. The airport is there. So a lot of people like to be in that bustling metropolis. Okay. I compare it to a New York light. Um, it's really busy, and it has a lot of people there. So personally, for me, I would not choose to live in Accra, but as far as doing business, and if you want to go to certain restaurants, then yes, I tend to like the quiet. I love nature. I love hearing birds singing. I love to be able to walk to the local fruit vendor and get my mangoes. I like I just like nature and seeing greenery and being out and away. I like coastal. I don't like, I don't have to have the nightlife, but I do like to have the good things of being able to, you know, um, practice my tree with the local mango and fruit vendor when I'm in Ghana. And I do love being able to do that. Oh, hey, I see the Cut Game radio show. Hey, what's up? Hey, bro. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, it's just that those are the things that are near and dear to my heart. So when I'm traveling to the motherland, I'm totally local. That's my vibe. So I would say I mentioned if you would need say 30 to 50K to relocate. Okay, that's what I mentioned earlier. But I also mentioned that that's if you are wanting to live a middle class lifestyle and you're wanting to live in Accra, where they have the best restaurants, the best nightlife. And that's something that's, desired. But if you could just move a little bit away from there, because there are other places, like I mentioned, Pram Pram, and I mentioned Aburi Mountain, where you have a lot of African Americans and Afro Caribbean who have moved there. It's very beautiful, Aburi Mountains. I don't know if I've done, I would have to do more videos on the ground. Hopefully, if I can just get, as soon as I can just get there, I plan on, the borders are about to open. So I hope soon I'm able to say, look, this is how it looks, and just show you guys. And like I said, I feel so good when I'm there. I blend right in. I blend right in. They don't know until I open my mouth. And then they're like, America. And then of course the price go up sometimes until I just go back and forth though, negotiating. So no. If I can, but it's all good. Like I said, since 2010, I've been going, and I love it. You must go. Relocation to relocate may not be for you. Everybody is not going to be able to relocate, but I promise you, it's gonna be satisfying to your soul and to your mind and to your spirit when you go and you just touch down. I promise you. I promise you. It's not going to be like here. It's a different experience. And if you're open to different experience, then you're going to do fine. If you have a problem with local food, and their food is killer. Ghana, oh, I'm telling I know some people they throw a little hate towards Ghana because Ghana has it going on. They had the year of return. See, Ghana was ahead of the game. 5 years ago, when I was in Ghana, Ghana was rising. Ghana was connecting. They had the plan to welcome us home. Ghana had the plan, and they've been on it. So people throw a little bit of hate towards Ghana. That's okay. I I look, my husband and I, we will consider very strongly citizenship with Ghana. that I have that to say about it. People have other things to say. It's pricey. Is this? Yeah, if you live in Accra, it is. It's pricey. I say it's New York light, UK light. Those prices are up there for the because they have a lot of foreigners from all over the world that go and they live in Accra. They buy those nice pent homes, and they have nice, very they have neighborhoods, say like our Beverly Hills. If I'm in California, so that Beverly Hills is one of the places. I'm sure there's lots of other places, but you know most people know Beverly Hills, right? So Ghana has those spots where they have like Beverly Hills almost, and people live there. So it just depends on what your lifestyle is, what you want to do, how you want to do it. If you want to spend a lot of money, they got you. You can spend a lot of money. If you want to, and like I said, I like the local vibe. I like being away from the city. So if you come with more money, if you come with that 30,000, but if you know how to manage your money and you come with, um, say, whatever you come with, if you know how to manage your money, you're going to make it. Now, the next thing people will ask, well, what about jobs? Okay, you're coming as an entrepreneur. So I see some entrepreneurs on, no, not yet. I didn't relocate. Not yet. No. Someone just asked it. I permanently, no, not yet. Is it on my mind? Yes. But right now I'm still doing the back and forth going to Ghana. Yes. But what I was going to say is that yeah, if you it just depends on. I'm coming with an entrepreneurial mindset because that's me. But I also teach, so that's something that is needed. But I'm not going to seek a teaching job, but education is one thing, uh, you know, where you might be able to do, might be able to relocate more easily with that. But no, come with a mindset for building what you're going to build. If you're relocating, what business are you going to start? You will have people that want to collaborate with you, and that's the good thing. In Ghana, you can build a Fortune 500 company. It just depends on your mindset, what you're going to do. So no, not yet. I one day we will relocate. But as of right now, I'm looking forward as soon. The borders are not open yet, but I promise you, I've been talking to friends that are there, and usually the president of Ghana gives his address like Sunday evenings, and I will find out and I'll let you know. But it's supposed to open September 1st because the airports just opened. And how I know the airports just opened because I talked with my friend yesterday, and he was able to ship my product. So I'm very, very happy about that. But yes, thank y'all for coming on, and I'm gonna get better and try to do this more. But I have to have something relevant to say, something that you want to hear. And a lot of people have been asking about that. And I said, well, let me come on and talk about this relocating to Ghana. You don't have you can go back and forth like my husband and I do. We go back and forth. Either way, hey, it's good. I tell you this, and this might blow your mind. If I should happen to go and they shut the border over there, I'm not going to be crying. And I know people would say you have a lot of nerve to say that because so and so got stuck over there, and that hey, I've been too much. I've been too much. It's been a very good experience for me. When you go, I don't know how many watching have gone, but once you go to the motherland, you're gonna have peace. People, they say, oh, it's this, it's that. They see poverty. We see poverty here in America, right? It's different. It's a different type. You're gonna see people who are joyful, not so materialistic, and that's why I like when I go. But you go with the mindset to build, and you'll do fine. But first, you need to explore and visit. I know I have some other videos that talk about the cost. Right now, I promise you, please, please, please start to look at flights. If you don't have your passport, get your passport. Okay, you really need to have your passport in visa. Ooh, my internet looks like it keeps going in and out. It's telling me something about that it's trying to connect. So I'm probably in and out because we're all on the internet right now, which is bad. I don't know. Hopefully. But yes, I think I'm back. Am I back? I'm sorry. My internet cut out for a minute. But yes, you should please get get your visas, get all of that straight so that when it's time, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sweating. That's another reason I'm able to travel back and forth. I don't turn my air on. So I don't have a high bill, but I'm hot, but I get to do my traveling back and forth. Okay. So that's one way that you could travel, cut out some of those expenses. And right now for California, it's pretty hot. Okay, it really is. But yes, but please get your passport, get your visa, get all of that stuff lined up so you can go. And don't be afraid when the board, just put the mask on and go. I just put the mask on and go. You'll be okay. So I don't have too much more to say, but I will say this next week. Thank you for joining me now. Next week, I will get into renting versus building in Ghana. Renting versus building. And I'll bring you a little bit. Oh, I am sweating a little bit. I'll bring you a little bit of information about what that what that looks like. Actually, for me, my dream is to one day build. My husband and I both would like to build in Ghana. And there's another yes. Oh, thank you, Tony. Thank you and welcome. So what I was gonna say is I don't know if you've had the opportunity to see my video on free land. I know a lot of people. I posted that on Facebook a couple of weeks back, and boy, I tell you, I shook the crazy tree. My husband and I, we were looking at some of those comments. The people were just like, oh, like, well, go back and turn in your citizenship, and I'll pay money. Um, thank you, thank you. I'll pay money for you to go back, and I have yet to get that money. These people, they had, I haven't made the video. My husband and I both said we were going to make a video to respond to those posts, but it'll come, but not right now. But yeah, I just think that you all need to get ready, stay ready, But get ready, get your passports ready. If they're not, get your visas for Ghana. Now you can get your visa on arrival, but you know what? So many things like traveling through the years happen with that visa on arrival, not with Ghana, but with traveling through other countries where we just started saying we get our visa when we're here. Because if you have to go, a lot of the times when we're traveling through other countries, and then look and they say, oh, you need the visa, we can't let you go. That's another video. I have many stories, and I think having being shut in with the pandemic is giving me time to share and to give other people the information that for so long I've known about, because I've been blessed to travel to this different African countries. And when we started traveling, it wasn't a lot of information about it. You didn't have people like now. You have more vloggers on African travel, but really just giving you the ins and outs, do's and don'ts, maybe, I guess you could say, just the how to do it. It's possible. It's very possible for you to travel to Africa. Right now, I'm going to tell you, the borders are slowly opening up. I know Ethiopia is open, Rwanda is open, Tanzania is open. A lot of these countries are opening up slowly. Ghana is still not open. But when you travel, just be prepared, because I forgot to mention, you're going to need to take a COVID test. You either need to have your paperwork or you need to take a test on arrival. So you just have to figure, well, how do I feel about that? You need to take the test. They're protecting their nation. So you take the test, and you want to go. So you just take the test and go and enjoy it. But I hope that I've been of help. I hope that you gain something. Like I said, if you have questions, just DM me, Instagram African Travel and More, or Facebook African Travel and More. And then also next Saturday, I will go live, but the topic will be renting versus building in Africa. Building, whether you want to build a home, or, you start small, as I'll say, small, not big. That's where people mess up most of the time. But check out my free land video. Yes, there is free land that's being given. Contrary to what some other people have been saying about that, there is free land in Ghana, and it's in a Cebu village. And yeah, just go and check that one out, because I kind of lay it out for you about how you can acquire the free land and so forth. But thank you. I appreciate you all. I love you so much. I pray that the Most High Yah blesses you and your family abundantly, and may He keep you safely. Okay. And yeah, just remember to just be strong, be connected, and be blessed. Until next time, thank you, everybody. Good night.